And we're back. Talking about Jodi Arias, why do you think she was found not guilty on all 6 charges?
Personally, I think she should have been found guilty because she stabbed him numerous times. And even if it was self-defense, she could have at least called the police before, keep stabbing him and killed him.
Mm-hmm.
I personally think that she should have been found guilty. I mean, there's no way. She practically admitted to killing him. And, I mean, even if it was self-defense, that wasn't the way that it could have resulted in. She could have left the house, called someone. And I, think she intentionally stabbed him. I don't think that she should be found innocent at all. I think she's definitely guilty.
She could have been going through some depression issues, too. And that's why she claimed it was self-defense.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with Maddie and Maddie. Seriously, stabbing a person 36 times and killing them in the head really doesn't do anybody good. You could have done something else besides killing them that violently.
Mm-hmm. And going back to the Boston Marathon and the Sandy Hook incident, why isn't Obama doing anything about everything that's happening?
I think Obama's just not worried about it. I don't think he thinks of that as a big problem right now, even though it's definitely a big problem. I think he's more worried about the jobs in Mexico between, the 2 borders and stuff like that, and trying to find jobs and trying to save the United States more money when everything else bad is going on.
Yeah.
He probably thinks that since they're in jail, he can't really do anything else to help it or, do anything about it. He's just worried about, his money and his taxes and all the jobs in the world.
I agree with Maddie and Jenna that he's not really focused on the issue right now, which he should be, and he's just trying to do other stuff right now.
I agree with them too. He's not focused on the issue. He's been in Mexico for the past couple of days, and when he gave the speech about the marathon bombing, he was in Mexico, and he wasn't here trying to help his people. He was down in Mexico trying to protect us from illegal immigrants, which is not as big of a deal right now as our people getting killed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all those points are good, but he should be here instead of just sitting there and thinking that because it's over with that he can't do anything now, but really he could. Yeah. Now, on to the more local news. What's happening with both the schools and the teachers in Buena Vista?
It's sad to think that you could lose your job so fast because of money and all the things that's going on, and I feel really bad for them because I don't know where they're going to go now. They probably don't either.
The kids have transferred from, many different schools before because they've had problems before with the schools. And it's like what Maddie said, it's hard to think that you're going to have a job the first day and then you're going to be out of a job the next. And then the kids have no school to go to.
Mm-hmm.
And especially with that area, I mean, the area is already struggling with money, and a lot of the parents can hardly afford to give their kids, school supplies that they need. There's been a lot of donations and stuff that they've needed, and so it's the kids can't do anything. They can't afford to not have that school be open, so.
I think that it's just really sad all around. You don't know what's going to happen to the kids, the teachers, and also money is going to become a big issue down in that area, like Maddie said, and it's just not a good situation right now for anybody.
All right, well, we are going to actually go upstairs and have a cooking session with Maeve, so we'll be right back.